はい、新旧は僕パイロットです。今日も、マイクロソフトフライトシミュレーターの公式の、集会に参加しようと思います。日本時間朝の、3時50分。現地時間の14時50分だったかな。リアルタイムライブウェザーで飛べそうだったので、時間と天候は、リアルで飛んでます。今日は120ノットの巡航速度なので、この飛行機ですね、エクストラ 330LT、これで飛んでいこうと思います。今日の、飛んでいくのはチリですね。チリ。南米の、西側にある縦に細長い、南北に細長い国です。見えない人がいっぱい出るのがちょっとこのフライトシミュレーターの残念なこと。多分これもっとすごいいっぱい人が周りにいるんだと思うんですけど。Now, if you do want to fly along with off with a touch of a button, so just let me know in chat whether you want me to leave it on or off.
Peter and Tom are taking off now.
My drone speed is fine.
So already, just minutes after takeoff, we're flying.
動画にすると結構視野が広いからそんなに大きく見えないんですよ。
Here's of War, that's right.
That's
what it was.
Fun is better than Oshkosh.
Wasteland Radio with the hot take.
I have been to Sun and Fun, but that was before I was an aviation fan, so I just thought it was cool.
That's a lot of play.
The true Oshkosh experience, in my opinion, is to do it that way. Fly your own plane, park on the grass, pitch a tent, and camp underneath your wing for a week. Have breakfast with all the other aviators every morning. That sounds like a lot of fun.
I'm sure you make so many friendships that way too, and just like get to know people so much.
Yeah.
That way.
$8 I think is definitely a fair price. We saw they had a B-17 you could do a ride in, and that was 500 and something. Which is a lot more pricey.
Yeah, but that's probably for
bonanzas, like V-tailed ones, regular ones.
南半球だから今は冬ですね。
If you're a fan of like the Burt Rutan,
冬真っ盛りですよ。
sort of experimental planes, those were all parked together, like the Quickie and the Long Easy and those ones. So you can see like hundreds of those, all, flying back and forth. Then I think the next day it was sort of like Naval Aviation Day. We saw a really cool four-plane formation to middle-class earners.
これは割とちっちゃい飛行機ですね。
They have high performance, so only doctors could afford them, and then they're pretty tricky to fly. They don't have that much time to fly, so.
And so you had a lot of, wealthy doctors and lawyers and other professionals who would get their pilot's license.
ちょっとアニメの話はうんですけどね、車輪で一般でプロペラが回ってないっていう。
As you said, they didn't have the skill to fly it properly. There was nothing inherently dangerous or there was no design flaw with the Bonanza or anything like that. It's just there was a lot of pilots who had more money than experience who bought planes that they were not prepared to fly properly. And so it got the reputation of being doctors. Because you had a lot of tech millionaires crash their Cirrus themselves.
Remind me, Tom, of your flight with Peter, and were there mistakes made, or was it smooth sailing?
A movie from the takeoff, by the way.
I think I did see a
when
video
I
of a
flew with
belly
you.
lane.
Yeah, you filmed the thing.
Yeah, that question from Seawolf.
I would love to do that. It's probably out of my price range.
How much do you think that?
Like a little bit. It used to be completely closed off to the public. You had to either have media credentials or be airline industry employed.
Says it like that. I'm like, yeah.
なかなかスリリングな。
Yeah, let's descend to 3,000 feet.
Might not even get to 3,000.
No, I might.
Okay, I'm here.
おー、いいねー。
always hot.
Yeah, I got a little bit on the back of my neck. I ended up, as you can tell, I got pretty short hair, so I ended up buying an Oshkosh. Laughing is we actually stayed in Fond du Lac at our hotel.
No, there was a little.
あ、スピットファイヤーだ。ヒャッホ
The mining restaurant.
Did you try the chili?
I didn't try the chili, no.
Neither.
But we're all remote, right?
ー。やべえ。
Ever
こんな
since,
低いところでやばいやばいやばいやばいやばいってこんな低いところで。なんちゅうことすんの。
Pretty sure he works during this time.
Always?
多いね
Once a year.
いかにも飛行機って飛んでるって
So on
感
the
じだ
subject of
ね。
ATC,
Yeah.
at Oshkosh,
Yes. It's like on speaker, the ATC there, so you could just go over there, called the pickleback, where you take a shot of Jameson and you chase it with a shot of pickle juice.
ooh,
That sounds horrible to me, so
That
I
is
will never
gross.
try that. But
yeah,
これはウクライナのリバリーかね。
just
airframe to be stronger so it can do aerobatic maneuvers. Oh, we saw extras. Oh, this was cool. This was really cool. So it's very similar in
色
Chile.
遅い飛ぶと
The more north you
飛んでんの
It's like flying south in North America. And so Chile, but if you look back to the 1920s and the 1930s, it was the pilots back then who were. You can go and buy from the link that we just put in the chat.
スピットファイヤーもかっこええの。
Still to cover a CD. We can make it. And which server you are on.
And yes, beyond Southeast Asia is the preferred server for the streams. Militarized version of the DC-3. We're supplying equipment to China. Fuel, food, and those are the DC-3, the de Havilland Canada Beaver,
ペガサスってかっこいい名前の
the
飛行機だね。
Ryan for many years now. And there's a
Boeing
few other Microsoft products that obviously came out
747
before 82. But
ちょっと
Flight Simulator is
ちょっと
the
待って
oldest still running franchise. Original non-Apple home PC, and then of course there were a lot of IBM compatible PCs, what we now call
ジャルじゃねえかよ。
Microsoft Intel PCs.
もう日本航空
IBM did
何
something
やっ
they'd
とん
never
の
done
こんなと
before.
ころ
They
で。
did things the usual IBM way, where it
Yeah?
took them 5 to 10 years to get a product to market.
こん
As good as
な
that product would have
オス
been,
号勢乗
it
せ
would have been too
て
late. Apple would have had a dominant position in the home PC
どう
market
い
at
うこ
that
と
point.
かね。
And so IBM had to do something they'd never done before, and that was buy commercial off-the-shelf products from other vendors, slap them all together.
Let's get the job done. And
よし、このスピードならい
they
けない
loved,
か。
right? They had nothing.
こや
Yeah.
この下を
Overnight
抜
they
け
had
る。
to gather everyone, and it was a whole madhouse of weeks of coding, and then finally shipped it out of the door, half finished
Close.
ish. Yeah,
It's
close.
even better than they were basically operating way too slowly for what IBM needed. So IBM came back and
ジャルが追っ
Paul
かけて
Allen
くる。
and said, "Hey,
Go
this is
ahead.
what we referred us to. They're not really treating us very well. Is there anyone else you know?" Paul Allen said, "What a wild story that was."
かっこええな、やっぱトムキャットな、ネイビーだ。ネイビー。
But you end up spending more time in conf for the files than actually.
Those are the waypoint numbers for you. It just says custom for me.
Also says custom for me.
Because when I first touched an iMac, it took me like 10 minutes to find the on button, which is on the back side.
うわ、危ない危ない危ない危ない。ブルーごめん。
My calendar right now, otherwise I'll probably.
うわ、ジャンボが来た。
They call this a right base, and we'll make a right turn on the final here in a few moments.
ジャンボすげえ。
Charlie Hotel.
Yeah, but I
トム
usually
キャー
I
だ、
dinner
これはハイビジだ。
I know it's earlier than this
little bit
stream,
early,
but
yeah, it's an hour
Yeah.
and a half earlier.
Do it in a powered aircraft as well. If you need to lose altitude,
お、コンコルドだ。すげえ。
increasing your airspeed.
あれ、どこ
So
の
you
コンコル
lower a
ド？
wing, and then you. Oh, I'm still
So-
coming in super high. Oh,
so
man.
this is
Oh,
this is
すげえびっ
almost
くりし
my
た。
normal landing technique.
目の前を
Forward
通って
slip,
っ
down
た。
flaps.
重量費。
Oh wait.
おー、また748。
So Well, it was,
すげえのゴールな。お
Sheraton
また
Charlie Hotel
これは
also,
あ
Yeah.
またブリティッシュエアウェイズか。
Story about a 767 being fuel starved.
へえ。
But you know, under the situation,
Good
crews
afternoon.
did their best and successfully put it down with
チリ
everyone
っ
on
て
board
何語なん
surviving.
だろ
So
うな。チリ
best
語っていうの
possible
がある
outcome
の
they
か
could
ね
hope。for. Those stories that captivated the entire world had a very happy ending, thankfully. All 33 miners who were trapped underground for 69 days. Back
ここら辺が
on the thing that you should
塊だな。
not do in a stall, which was
藤原
pulled
の
back on the
塊。
stick and maintained back.
We heard the ATC and routing the plane further down the ocean while it had an engine out. It was
うおすげえ。
Thank you.
The community. We're trying to arrange something, but unfortunately, myself and Jane will not be available next Friday.
Missed the landing.
oh, I'm sorry.
Great job, Jane.
Yeah, Jane,
saw
you had
it.
one
Yeah, you saw
job.
it.
速度落としてんな。
You had
Captured.
one.
Pizza wants to know, CD, when was the last time you
And Friday, Chile edition in commemoration of the 2010 mining disaster and subsequent successful
ごめ
rescue
ん
of
ぶ
all
つかっ
33
ちゃっ
trapped miners.
た。おほーすげえ。コンコルドじゃん。かっこええ。あれトムキャップじゃなくてミグか。オロビジのネビだ。おお。これは？これもミグだ。あ、これはあれじゃない。台風じゃない。よっほー。色ファイター台風どういう、なんかすんげえ派手な色だ。おお、なんかでかいの。おお、なんかがバックしてきた。もうなんかほとんど航空祭のノリだね、こりゃ。もう派手な。おー、スピットファイヤー。世界の名機がずらり。ちょっとごめん。そらすまんことをした。ちょっとオラが邪魔だな。すまん。ちょっと日の当たる角度からあなたを見たいのよ。あ、イーグルもおる。イーグルじゃないのか。違うの。おお、かっこええ。あ、また。いかん。すぐにお化け距離になっちゃう。よかったね。危なかったね。うわ、かっこええ。